Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Jahlil Okafor, and Nerlens Noel, all very important core pieces in the process on the Philadelphia 76ers. And today here on NBA 2K26, we're going back in time to when the 76ers were early on in the process era. And my goal today is to build this team around Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and Jahlil Okafor, and turn the 76ers into a championship winning team in the process era. And so before we get started, we'll take a quick look at what this 76ers process era roster is looking like. So of course we got Ben Simmons. This is technically his rookie year, even though it really was not. He was injured his original rookie year. So this is technically his first season of actual NBA basketball. And then of course we got TJ McConnell here. Before he was a Pacer, he was a 76er. He's heading into year number 2 at 24 years old. And we got this auto-generated guy in at shooting guard. What's that contract looking like? Hold on a second. That's like an insane contract. Hold on, we gotta see that. So he's making $8 million for 2 years and then $7 million. I mean, yeah, that's a lot for a 65 overall. We're probably just gonna have to move like TJ McConnell to the 2, even though he's really not a shooting guard. I mean, I don't know. We'll just figure that out later. But at small forward, we got Timberwolves legend Robert Covington, who did get traded for Jimmy Butler, along with Dario Saric in what was it, like 2019 or something like that. And also Jeremy Grant is here, who will be heading into year number 3 after averaging 10 points a game and 5 rebounds. He's only a 72 overall. That's interesting. But as I mentioned, Dario Saric is here, Richaun Holmes is also here, and then of course Joel Embiid, Jahlil Okafor, and Nerlens Noel. But overall, this 76ers team is very young. We got a lot of guys 25 or younger. Some guys heading into year number 1, like Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Well, actually our 2 best players are heading into year number 1. What about Jahlil Okafor? He's heading into year 2 after averaging 17.5 points per game on 50%, 7 rebounds. So yeah, we might not even have to like draft or sign anyone. We could literally just let this team ride out, and we might actually just win a championship off development, which granted, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and build a really good team, but still, if I were to just let this team develop, we probably would end up just winning a championship. But this, of course, is the year where Markelle Fultz ended up going pick number 1. The 76ers had to trade up with the Celtics, who ended up taking Jason Tatum, and I believe the 76ers had like the 3rd overall pick or something. So in real life, this team didn't really do that good this season, but this is 2K. It's a whole different universe, so who knows how this will go. But yeah, for year number 1, we're not going to do anything crazy. We're just going to go straight to the end of the season, and we'll see how this team does. And with the season over, future Timberwolf, or maybe actual Timberwolf by the time you guys watch this, LeBron wins MVP, averaging just under 30 points per game, nearly averaging a double-double, actually nearly averaging a triple-double, just a little far off. Ben Simmons, well, LeBron, we're good. Ben Simmons is here, has won Rookie of the Year, and by the time this rebuild is over, trust me, LeBron, we will be good. Jokic, most improved player, averaging a double-double. Steve Kerr, coach of the year, and yeah, Warriors GM, of course, he's going to win coach of the year, or not coach of the executive of the year. But we actually had Ben Simmons on all defensive first team, or not first team, second team. And for all rookie teams, we had Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Dario Saric. I did not know this was his rookie year. He averaged 13 points in his rookie season. Oh my goodness, wow. I didn't even know he was a rookie this season. Wow. We have an insane rookie class. Wow. But unfortunately, our record was very lackluster. I gotta see, what was our record? So we ended up going 30-52, which somehow was only 5 games off of being a playoff team. That's just the state of the East currently. But yeah, we'll just go through the playoffs here. It's probably gonna be the Warriors and Raptors meeting in the finals, because that usually oh no, it's the Raptors and the Spurs, and the Raptors win. DeMar DeRozan, finals MVP. Udonis is trying to retire like 20 years early. Not gonna happen. And all right, here we go. It is time for the draft lottery. So we have 2 picks in the top 4. Is one of them protected? I feel like one of those has to be protected, and we also have the 8th projected pick. So imagine we get 1 through 3. There's just no way. There has to be at least one of them's protected. We'll see how this goes, and it was the Mavericks one that was protected, I guess. So yeah, we get the 5th pick, which was originally the Lakers selection, and then we also get the 8th pick, and then we'll have the Mavericks pick next year. I wonder what the protection on it was though. I'm sure it was just a lottery protection. I don't even know if I'll be able to see actually. Yeah, there's really no way for me to tell. I'm sure it was just a lottery protection. Maybe it was a top 3 projection or something like that. But here for the draft, we have a ton of draft capital, so trading up actually is not the most unrealistic thing, which granted, this is what the 76 76ers did in real life. But I'm pretty sure at this time, Ben Simmons wasn't considered a point guard. If I'm not mistaken, this was when he was considered a power forward. So realistically, it wouldn't really make all that much sense to trade up for Markelle Fultz. Now granted, trading up for like Donovan Mitchell, you know, that could be an option. And so we'll see who will go number 1 overall. It will be Kyle Kuzma heading to the Mavericks, and the Celtics at pick 2. Are they going to take Markelle Fultz? No, they take Lonzo Ball. And then we got the Suns at pick 3. No, of course he just had to get taken. Okay, well, Donovan Mitchell to the Suns, and this auto-generated guy to the Magic. That's so unfortunate. Well, I guess Markelle Fultz is technically a 2, even though I don't think, no, he definitely was not a 2 coming out of college. I mean, I guess it makes the most sense. Take the best prospect on the board, and he's only 19. Jason Tatum, welcome to Philadelphia. History got completely altered with that selection, and the Pistons will take an auto-generated guy, Lauri Markkanen, to the Trailblazers. And so one thing I will mention about these like historical draft classes is, even though like I just got Jason Tatum, for example, even though Jason Tatum is really good in real life, there's no guarantee he will actually be good in this simulation. Like it could be Lonzo Ball, for example, becoming the best player out of this draft class in this simulation. Like it's also possible Jason Tatum only develops to like an 82 overall. Like that could happen. So just for those of you who don't know, that's kind of how these historical drafts work in 2K. But here we are with our next pick, and I mean, Markelle Fultz is here. Well, I mean, I guess why not? He was drafted in real life. Markelle Fultz, welcome back to Philadelphia. Now we have a handful of second round picks, and I honestly don't think I'm going to use them because like I don't even think we would need to. Like we have so many young players on this team. I think I can just trade all 3 of these, and I only have 2 offers, and it's just taking on unnecessary cap hits. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna go to a team like say the Warriors, and we'll ask for 2 future seconds because yeah, they will accept that. And now heading into team player options, really no reason to mess with any of this. We're just gonna go with all of these. And then qualifying offers, Nerlens Noel, I would like to bring him back. So in terms of free agency, we have $25 million in cap space. Actually, technically, we have 52. I don't know why it says 25. And we could also clear up an extra $8 million by trading away this auto-generated guy. And here we could sign a guy like Steph Curry. I mean, we really could. But honestly, I kind of want this to be like a Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Jahlil Okafor thing. I would much rather build around these 3 rather than just pick up a superstar who's going to carry this team to a championship. But we do have some re-signs to do. So Jeremy Grant, 3 years, 4.7. He will be accepting that. And what about Robert Covington? Robert Covington, 8.9 over 3 years. He will be accepting that. Joel Embiid, I would like to re-sign, but he's not ready quite yet, so we're gonna have to wait for that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower this guy's cap hit and then just get him off the teams, so that way I don't have to deal with him affecting our salary cap situation. And here in free agency, we're re-signing Nerlens Noel to a 3-year deal. We're also picking up Dwayne Wade and Paul Millsap, both on 1-year deals. And actually, I guess not for Dwayne Wade, but we got Paul Millsap. How did we not have enough money for Dwayne Wade? We have 19 mil. It says we have 19.7, and it says he's expecting 19. How in the world? How does that make sense? Like, yeah, we do have enough money for Dwayne Wade. It's just doesn't let me offer him for some reason. Okay, I gotta be honest, I don't know who Anthony Walker is, but I'm just gonna trade him away. Not for a 1st round pick, I don't want to scam a team, but I'll just take 1 second from the Jazz, and that way we'll have $21 million in cap space. And we still are not able to sign Dwayne Wade, even though I just, like, how in the world are we not able to? I would have more money than what the Hawks are offering. Well, I guess we'll just have to take our business elsewhere because we're not able to sign him for some reason. So I'm able to offer Dion Waiters 21.2. but I can't even offer Dwayne Wade 19. Okay, you know what? That makes total sense. All right, well, we pick up Monte Ellis instead. We also pick up Raymond Felton, as well as Vince Carter for some vet leadership. So yeah, that'll be the only free agency signings we make. What about Gordon Hayward? Where's he gonna go? He might go to the Magic. Okay, well, around the league, Steph Curry to the Bulls, that usually happens. KD back to the Warriors, Chris Paul to the Clippers, Paul Millsap, of course, to us, and Dwayne Wade goes to the Hawks for 20 a year, even though we could have offered him more than that, but it wouldn't let me. Pau Gasol to the Suns, Rudy Gay to the Wizards, and pretty much just re-signs, except Dion Waiters to the Celtics. And for progression, Joel Embiid is up to an 89 overall, Ben Simmons up to an 86, Jahlil Okafor and Dario Saric both progress, even though Dario Saric, didn't he get all-rookie all-rookie first team, and he only goes up by 1 overall. Robert Covington, though, he regresses at 26 years old. Okay, and Jeremy Grant's up to a 73, Monte Ellis and Vince Carter. And Raymond Felton all regress, but I mean, they weren't really going to play anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And now as we head into year number 2, I expect us to be actually competing this season. I don't think we'll win a championship this year, but I feel like we'll definitely be good enough to make the playoffs. Like, if we miss the playoffs, I would be pretty surprised. I think adding Paul Millsap is a great addition alongside Joel Embiid, and then we also got Robert Covington, Markelle Fultz, the rookie, and Jason Tatum, another rookie in there as well. And then, of course, the progression out of Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, and some others. I would say we're definitely a playoff team. I think maybe our ceiling is like a series win, but like other than that, I don't really expect a championship run this year. So with that being said, oh, also I completely forgot I needed to re-sign Joel Embiid in the offseason. Well, the thing is, he wasn't ready at the time, so I probably wouldn't have been able to. Also, I was kind of expecting Paul Millsap to regress, so I gave him a 1-year deal, but I mean, clearly he didn't regress, so he will be a free agent this offseason, so we'll just have to figure that out when the time comes. But Richaun Holmes, he's ready to re-sign. We'll lower this to like 5.4 over 3 years, and he will accept. But yeah, we'll just go to the trade deadline, and we'll see how the team's doing. You know, most likely, I'm not going to make any trades or anything like that, but I will just head there, and we'll see how the team's doing at mid-season. So we are currently in 4th place in the conference, and also I'm pretty sure we have the Mavericks pick this year, if I'm not mistaken. How are the Mavericks doing? They're 18-37, so this pick should be pretty good for us. And we also have the Kings pick next year, and the thing is, DeMarcus Cousins is a free agent this offseason, so if he goes elsewhere, this could be a pretty good pick next year. But yeah, I don't really see a reason to make any trades here at midseason. I think we're good. I think the team's fine. I think we'll just go to the end of the season and we'll see how the team does. And so with the season over, Russell Westbrook takes home the MVP, which I also did do a Thunder rebuild in this era. That video's up on my channel. You can feel free to check that out after you finish watching this one. But Lonzo Ball averaging a triple single, wins Rookie of the Year. You know, we did have Markelle Fultz in our starting lineup, and also Jason Tatum coming off the bench. Like, I would be very surprised if neither of those two had better stats than Lonzo Ball. But Chris Dunn, most improved player, how in the world at 6.5 points per game? Like, I mean, yeah, he did improve, but like hardly at all. But I mean, alright, whatever. Did we have any All-NBA players? We had Ben Simmons, All-NBA third team, and also All Defensive first team. What about the All-Rookie teams? We had Markelle Fultz. What did he average? Okay, so yeah, more points than Lonzo Ball, also a better field goal percentage. Yeah, I just don't see how he doesn't win that. What about Donovan Mitchell? How what did he do? Yeah, 13 points per game, 54% from the field. Yeah, I'm very surprised Lonzo Ball won that. I mean, even Kyle Kuzma, 13-5 on 48%. But we actually ended up getting the #1 seed. I did not know that happened. I thought we were like the 3rd seed, but we got the #1 seed. We're taking on the Magic here in round 1. And this Magic team is of course led by their big free agency acquisition, Gordon Hayward. They also have Serge Ibaka, Nikola Vucevic, Aaron Gordon, and Elfrid Payton out there in Orlando as well. But I think we definitely outrank this Magic team. I feel like we probably sweep them. Actually, we do not sweep them. We're down 2-1 to them. Alright, well, I think this is about time we head down to an 8-man rotation. But alright, we'll see about this next game. And we tied up at 2. We get a 3-2 series lead. Let's close it out, force a game 7, and we win in game 7. So we take on the Bulls, who have Steph Curry, that's right. And Jimmy Butler's over there, Taj Gibson, Timberwolves legend, Bam Adebayo. So they drafted Bam this past draft. Doug McDermott is there. Miami Heat legend, Bobby Portis is over there as well. So, I mean, I think we're a better team. The difference is, though, they have a 96 overall. We don't have a single 90 overall. So that could end up being the difference maker this series. So we'll see about game 1. We'll go to them. Game 2. Yeah, we're gonna get swept, aren't we? We'll just go through the round. Oh. Okay, we won 4 straight. Well, we take on the Raptors now, a team that is very good in 2K Sim. They did pick up Michael Beasley in the offseason. Is there anything else new about this team? I don't think so. So we'll see about game 1 in the series. It will go to us. What about game 2? It will go to them. Game 3. goes to them. Don't go down 3-1. We go down 3-1. All right, well, we can make the 3-1 comeback, and we don't make the 3-1 comeback. It'll be the Nuggets and Raptors going at it in the finals, and the Raptors win in 7, so they go back to back. But I mean, yeah, we made it to the conference finals when really all I expected was just like a round 1 win. So I feel like we definitely overachieved. Vince Carter, not yet. And Dwayne Wade retired. I didn't even realize, but dude, imagine we had Dwayne Wade, we'd probably win the championship this season. Well, actually, what was his overall? He was a 78. I mean, he would have started over Markelle Fultz, and he averaged 19 points. Like, we might have won the championship had we had Dwayne Wade. That'll just go down as one of the biggest what ifs in NBA history. What if Dwayne Wade had signed with the Philadelphia 76ers instead of the Hawks? Wait, actually, did the Hawks even make the playoffs? We gotta figure that out. No, they were actually the worst team in the East. What about the Mavericks? Where were they? Okay, second to worst in the West. So that's really good for us. So that was the 6th best odds. That can't be right. All right, well, let's see. Does it jump up? It does. Wow. So the Mavericks technically got the #1 overall pick in back-to-back years. That's insanity. But yeah, that's great for us. And we also have, don't we have one more pick? Where's our, oh, it's the 30th pick. Okay. So we have the first pick in the first round as well as the last pick in the first round. That gives us a lot of options. You know, we could trade out of this pick. There's no guarantee we make a pick. And our trainer looks a lot like Trae Young. I mean, I am recording this at 4:40 in the morning, so maybe I'm just seeing things, but like, tell me that doesn't look like Trae Young. But all right, the 2018 NBA draft. Do we go with Luka? Do we go with DeAndre Ayton? Do we take Josh Okogie? Do we trade back 4 spots to get Andre Roberson? You know, as much as I would really love to do this trade, I really cannot bring myself to do it because I do kind of want a realistic element, even though, was signing Paul Millsap realistic? I mean, in theory, it kind of was. We had the cap space to do it. But I feel like here, I'm just going to end up making this pick because the trade offers I got really were not all that great. So yeah, Luka Doncic, welcome to Philadelphia. And then we do have, actually what we could do is take the 30th pick and all of these second round picks and see if I can trade up. Will the Bulls give me pick 24? They will indeed do so. And then here, you know what, Jalen Brunson, welcome to the team. And team player options, we will be accepting all of these. Qualifying offers, Joel Embiid, of course we would love to bring him back. And he actually has no offers right now, but Paul Millsap of course has 7. Are they real offers though? They are. The Jazz, goodness gracious, man. Well, what's our cap situation looking like? So, man, we're not gonna be able to bring him back, are we? That's so unfortunate. I should have given him a 2-year deal. Okay, you know what? I'm looking at this now. Jeremy Grant is making $5 million as the second lowest overall player on this team, and Nerlens Noel will be getting paid $15 million to be our 3rd string center. So I think we might need to work the phones here. Okay, you know what? Scratch what I said about realism. I want Paul Millsap back. The Jazz will accept that. And then, of course, the Nets want to come in after I set all of that up. Goodness gracious, man. All right, well, I guess we'll just have to trade Luka and Robert Covington to the Nets. Okay, well, I offered him a lot more money. I guess he just really wants to go to the Nets. So, you know what? He can go do that. He wants to leave the team that was the #1 seed. You know what? Go do that. Okay, so instead, what we're going to be doing is we're picking up Derek Favors, and Gary Harris is restricted, so we'll see if the Nuggets end up matching his. We also need to hope Joel Embiid doesn't accept this offer, because if he does, that's going to mess with everything, and he probably will do that. But also, we're back to being the #1 offer on Paul Millsap. So what is going on here in free agency? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we're going to have to match this. And now we can't sign Derek Favors, but we can sign Gary Harris though. Actually, I'm like clicking A and it won't let me take this off. So I feel like I have no other option but to sign him. And yeah, I can't sign Derek Favors, so we'll see. Yeah, it's literally not letting me take the Gary Harris offer off, so we'll just see how this goes. And Paul Millsap goes to the Thunder. Okay, well, we got Gary Harris, but also we're gonna have to make another tough decision because Robert Covington is getting paid $8.9 million to be our 3rd string small forward, so we're gonna make a trade here. So we will be trading him to the Suns in exchange for a top 3 protected 1st round pick. And with that added cap space, we are gonna be picking up Derek Favors. And it is time for the Jahlil Okafor extension, so I'm guessing he's gonna want like 12 million, maybe even more. Whoa, okay, that's definitely a lot more than what I was expecting. All right, well, I mean, I'm happy to give it to him. He's a part of the process here, and I'm kind of building around the main pieces here, even though I did just trade Nerlens Noel, but I also don't think Nerlens Noel was like a main piece of the process. Like, he was a part of it, sure, but like, I don't know, maybe he technically was a main part of the process. So, I mean, I guess if you would consider him one, then I technically broke what I was doing by trading him away. But Jahlil Okafor, we will be extending him. And TJ McConnell also wants an extension as well, and we will gladly offer him. And now here for player progression, Joel Embiid is up to a 92 overall, Ben Simmons 89, and pretty much everyone is progressing here, aside from Andrew Bogut, Vince Carter, and Raymond Felton, who I all picked up, just so that way there's a vet presence in the locker room. But yeah, this team is looking really good. You know, losing Paul Millsap was tough. Also, I forgot to go over free agency, but Russ went to the Nets and LeBron goes back to the Cavs. Who else was a free agent? It wasn't DeMarcus Cousins a free agent? Yeah. Oh, also that's right. We have the Kings pick next year, and he left the Kings. He went to the Mavericks, so that's huge for us. But yeah, I don't think there was anyone that really changed teams this offseason, which also, John Wall here, I did do a Wizards rebuild in this era, so you can feel free to check that one out after you finish watching this one. But yeah, I don't think there's anything new here. Well, yeah, Paul Millsap to the Thunder, thanks a lot. But yeah, overall though, I think we're in a really good spot. I think next year we could end up contending, which, yeah, we did lose Paul Millsap, which does suck, but Derek Favors, his averages weren't really all that far off. He actually averages more rebounds than Paul Millsap, so maybe that will help us out a little bit. And also, I'm pretty sure his field goal percentage was a little bit higher. Well, granted, his 3-point percentage, goodness gracious, that's terrible. I thought Derek Favors used to be a guy who was like good at stretching the floor. I did not think he was like 10% from the three. I thought he was a little bit better than that. Well, his rating for 3-point is D, so yeah, we just have to make sure he's not taking any 3-pointers. But yeah, overall though, I really expect us to contend this season. You know, we got to the conference finals last year, and now Joel Embiid is over a 90 overall, so I think we definitely should be contending. This team is a lot better. We also have rookie #1 overall pick Luka Doncic will be in our starting lineup this season, and also the free agency acquisition Gary Harris, who's going to help us stretch the floor because Derek Favors apparently can't. But you know, he'll be a force on the interior, he'll be grabbing rebounds, and he'll be scoring on the interior, so that's all that matters. But yeah, we'll go to mid-season and we'll see where the team's at. And yeah, here at mid-season we are currently 42-10, which is good enough to be first in the Eastern Conference and also first in the power rankings, if that means anything to any of you guys. But also, I want to see, how are the Kings doing? So okay, yeah, this is great. We have a chance to have the first overall pick in back-to-back years, which technically kind of would be 3 years in a row, which, you know, technically isn't, but kind of technically is 3 years in a row. But yeah, there's really no reason to make any trades here. We're not going to mess with the team. Is there any extensions we need to worry about? Not that I see. So yeah, we're just going to go to the end of the season and we'll see how the team does. And also, while this simulation goes on, if you guys have any rebuild suggestions or anything like, wow, we just lost 5 straight. What is going on? Okay, anyways, if you guys do have any rebuilds you would like to see, whether it be historical, current, or anything like that, feel free to let me know in the comments. I do always appreciate getting suggestions from you guys of what content you guys like to see. And here with the season over, LeBron wins his second MVP of the video, averaging 28 and 9. And let's see, do we have any All-NBA guys? We gotta have at least one. Okay, we have Ben Simmons on here. No Joel Embiid though, that's kind of surprising. Ben Simmons also on the All-Defensive second team. Luka All-Rookie first team. He did not win Rookie of the Year, that went to Marvin Bagley. But we actually did not get the first seed. We dropped down to the second seed. You know, we kind of had a bad second half of the season, but it doesn't matter though. We take on the Bulls, who we beat last year, and I don't really think they've done, which I don't really see much new here on this Bulls team. This is pretty much the same exact team aside from like a few guys on the team. And compared to last year, we're a lot better. So I expect us to get this series win, and game 1 will go to us. What about game 2? That will go to us as well. What about game 3? All right, they take a game. That's fine. They can have one. We'll make this a 3-1 series, and now we'll close it out. We'll close it out now, and okay, we'll go down to an 8-man rotation. If we blow the 3-1 lead after beating this team last year and getting better in the offseason, that would be pretty insane. So we'll see. Do we win in game 7? We do. We take on the Nets, who have Russell Westbrook, that's right. But besides Russell Westbrook, they only have 2 guys that are at least an 80 overall. So, you know, I feel like we should win this series. But yeah, we'll see about game 1, and we'll go to them. All right, game 2. Okay, putting 3 guys on Russ clearly is not working. Ben Simmons is supposed to be a pretty good defender. What is going on? All right. Well, 2-1 series, we take a game. 3-1. Are we going to seriously lose? Oh, okay. Well, we just got the 3-1 comeback. And now we take on LeBron, the guy who did get the 3-1 comeback. In the finals, nonetheless. So, yeah, we did not face the Cavs last year. We got to face the MVP LeBron James as well as J.R. Smith. That's a very good duo. Over in Cleveland, we'll see about game 1. We'll go to them. Game 2. 1-1 series, let's make this 2-1, and now let's get it up to 3-1. All right, well, 3-1 against LeBron is kind of dangerous. I might close my eyes. We'll sim through this next game. Oh, gosh. Okay, we close out the series, we make it to the finals for the first time in this video, and we take on the Jazz. So, the Jazz with 2 guys that are at least an 80 overall, George Hill, Rudy Gobert, and Trey Lyles is here, who is actually a teammate of Rudy Gobert in real life now. And also, that's right, Nerlens Noel is over there, who I traded to the team last season. Didn't I also? Yeah, Jeremy Grant is over there as well. So, you know, they're going to have a lot of insight to our coaching staff for this finals matchup. But I mean, overall, like, our team is significantly better. Like I mentioned, they only have 2 guys that are at least an 80 overall. Like, they don't have a single 90. And I mean, Rudy Gobert, he can probably guard Joel Embiid. I'm sure he could. But like, you know, we got Derek Favors, we got Luka, we got Gary Harris. You know, I feel like we do have the advantage here. We'll see about game 1. Oh, the Jazz will take it. All right, game 2. The Jazz go up 2-0. Are we going to get swept? There's no way. Are we actually about to get swept here in the finals? There's just no chance. I'm going to give Joel Embiid 40 minutes, and then I'm going to give more minutes to guys who can score, so Gary Harris. And I mean, Luka's averaging 17 here. What's Derek Favors doing? He's averaging 9. And I'm going to give Luka some of Jason Tatum's minutes. We got to make this 3-0 comeback. Goodness gracious. I did not expect us to be in this situation. All right. Okay, well, we just got swept. I mean, no way, dude. That cannot be real. Nerlens Noel just got finals MVP off the bench too. He was literally off the bench. Wow, against the team that traded him in the previous offseason. That's insane. Wow. He actually made massive improvements though, going from 5 points per game to 12. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess he got the last laugh. We traded him and then he wins finals MVP. That's so annoying. All right, well, Vince Carter, sorry, man. We couldn't get you a ring. That's so unfortunate. All right, well, it's draft lottery time. We actually have 2 picks in the draft lottery. Well, I'm pretty sure the Suns is like top 3 protected, so that can't really do much for us, but we'll see. Will the Kings pick jump up to 1? No, it'll actually fall to pick 4. Okay. And so here with the 4th pick in the draft, I just want to see, like, is there any way I could trade? Wow, we have a ton of picks. Okay, there's got to be a good chance I could trade up. Would the Heat accept this offer for pick 1? They will not. All right, well, what if we threw in the 2nd pick in the 2nd round? What about the 22nd pick in the 2nd round? What about the 29th pick in the 2nd round? Okay, not good enough. I mean, I will gladly give up my pick next year. I can't imagine this will be a good pick. Yeah, it's just 1-star value. Well, you know, I'll gladly give up my 2021 pick as well. Will that be enough? And it will. So now we're able to draft Zion Williamson. Or we could go with Bol. That's also a pretty good option. But yeah, as for my 2nd round picks, we're just going to trade them away. Kings, we'll do another trade with you. But yeah, Zion Williamson, welcome to the team. Now heading to options, we will be accepting all of these. And it is time to re-sign Ben Simmons. So what's he going to want? He's going to want for sure a max contract. We'll see. And 25, that's actually not a max. The max was 27 around this time, which is crazy because the max contract is like, what, 60 million now? It's like something crazy like that. And this is 2019, so this is technically 7 years ago. So in 7 years, the max contract has jumped up like 40 million or something like that. Goodness, that's actual insanity. But yeah, Ben Simmons, you know, he's going to be a team-friendly guy. He's going to take 22 over 5 years. He will accept that. And then Dario Saric is also ready to re-sign. We will offer him 4 years for 8.5. He accepts. Corey Joseph, welcome to the team. Andrew Bogut, welcome back to the team. And James Harden is heading to the Warriors to pair up with KD. Nikola Jokic to the Hawks. Klay Thompson to the Kings. Jimmy Butler to the Rockets. Okay, and so Kemba Walker to the Rockets as well. Okay, so the Rockets are stacking up after losing James Harden. Eric Bledsoe is going to the Hawks as well to pair up with Nikola Jokic. Joel Embiid doesn't improve in overall, but his inside scoring and perimeter defense does improve. But Ben Simmons, Williams is officially above a 90 overall, and look at all this progression, man. Goodness gracious, this is what I love to see. But somehow Gary Harris is regressing after having a career year. Like, how in the world does that even happen? But Dario Saric regresses a little bit. Corey Joseph, though, he progresses. And alright, so I feel like this should be a championship year for sure. We have two 90 pluses in the starting lineup, and we also have an 87 and 88 overall. For some reason, Zion's not starting, even though he's a higher overall, which, you know, whatever coach wants to do, coach can do. I'm not going to argue with it. But yeah, with how good we were last season to make it to the finals and lose, but have everybody progress, and we lost nobody in the offseason. Well, actually, we did lose Vince Carter. That is true. But as for the guys that actually play, we brought them all back, and we also added Zion Williamson. So yeah, we definitely should win the championship this season. Like, if we don't, I would be pretty surprised. And also, if we do, I'll run it back one more year and we'll see if we can go back to back. But yeah, this is what the team is looking like. We'll go to mid-season and we'll see how the team's doing. And just for fun, we're gonna do the all-star draft, and we're gonna be drafting for, you know, we'll do Team Cat, you know, Timberwolves legend over here. It'll be Russ going pick 1 though. Is there any 76ers in here? None in the starting lineups. Okay, wow, the voters clearly do not know what they're doing. LeBron will take Chris Paul. We're going to take KD, pair him up with Steph Curry. You know, that's a pretty good duo. You know, imagine if Steph Curry and KD actually teamed up. That would be insanity. But we're going to add Nikola Jokic, and then we're also getting Giannis. So we definitely have to have some 76ers. Yeah, Joel Embiid is here. What about Ben Simmons? He's got to be here, right? Yeah, Ben Simmons. And you know, we want to win this game, so we're going to add both 76ers to this team if we're able to. And yeah, Ben Simmons, welcome to the Team Cat. Now next, I mean, we got to take Kyrie from LeBron. He's going to have all the secrets on what we need to do in order to win this game. And then who do we want next? Like, I mean, Jimmy Butler, we could use his defense off the bench. Jimmy Butler, welcome to the team. And you know, Tingus Pingus is just sitting here. We're going to add him. And then, I mean, D'Lo was a teammate of Cat in real life, so might as well add him here. And then our last pick will be Blake Griffin. So yeah, we're definitely winning this all-star game. It's absolutely going to happen. And also, we're sitting at 47-3. So yeah, there's no reason to make any trades. We're just going to go straight through the trade deadline. And I think if we go one more year, there's a chance we could go 82-0, like legitimately. Also, we've lost to the Raptors twice this season, and also the Hawks twice now too. So I guess these two teams just have our number for some reason. But yeah, we'll see. Do we end up winning the All-Star game? That's what everybody is wondering. This is the most important game of the video. We'll see. It was actually Team LeBron that won. Wow. That's so unfortunate. Can't believe we lost, man. But yeah, we'll just go on to the end of the season and we'll see. Do we break the wins record this season? That's possible. But yeah, if we go one more year, we might actually go 82-0, which I don't think I've ever done that, like in any 2K ever. Well, maybe I have, like a long time ago, but I don't think I've ever done that in a video before. But we'll see. Do we break the wins record? It feels pretty likely, and we indeed do. 74-8 as Jokic wins MVP. So we go 74-8 and we don't have an MVP. I don't believe that. But I win Executive of the Year, Trent Peterson, Coach of the Year. Ja Morant takes home Rookie of the Year over Zion Williamson. Trae Young, 6-man of the year. What's Trae Young's overall? 84 coming off the bench? Okay. AD averaging 30 and 12. So how was AD not MVP? 30 and 12? Goodness gracious, AD had a pretty good season. So, alright, All-NBA teams. We have Ben Simmons on All-NBA third team after breaking the wins record. No Joel Embiid, seriously? Zion Williamson, All-Rookie second team. What was his averages looking like? 10? Well, I mean, coming off the bench, though, that's pretty decent. But yeah, as expected, we are the #1 seed, taking on the Bulls yet again. So the Bulls, that's right, they don't have Jimmy Butler anymore. So, yeah, I mean, this should be a sweep. I mean, we should sweep everyone realistically. And yeah, we'll be a sweep. Well, actually, the Raptors did beat us twice in the regular season, so it's possible they might take a game from us here. We'll see. We'll just sim through this. And yeah, they take a game. And now we take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we beat this team last year. What was it? I'm pretty sure we beat them in 5 games last season, if I'm not mistaken. So this should be another sweep for us. Are we actually serious? There's no way. We beat this team in 5 last year. How in the world? Okay, wow. I did not expect that to. I would have went down to an 8-man rotation. I was expecting the sweep. How in the world? We got better. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I mean, that's a lesson there. Don't ever underestimate your opponents. Wow. That was so bad. Okay, well, the Cavs win the championship. Andrew Bogut can't retire quite yet. Draft lottery, I don't think we have any draft picks here. Yeah, we do not. And there's also only one traded first round pick here, and it's our pick, the 30th one. But we do have a handful of second round picks, which I'm going to trade. We'll be sending these 3 to the Bucks, and then sending these 3 to the Wizards. And yeah, we will be accepting all 4 of these options right here. Qualifying offers, we have none. I don't think we have any free agents this year. I can't. Oh no, Andrew Bogut, we got to bring him back. We also need to extend Markelle Fultz. Jason Tatum is not quite ready quite yet, so we'll offer him 24 over 4 years. He accepts that. Also, Gary Harris isn't ready quite yet as well. But what about Derek Favors? Derek Favors, though, will take a team-friendly 4 over 3 years. We'll offer him that. Andrew Bogut, welcome back to the team. Aaron Gordon to the Raptors, though, so that Raptors team is getting a little bit better. But Ben Simmons is officially now the best player on the team at a 93 overall. And I would say we definitely have a chance to break the wins record this season. Oh, Zion's been at the 3? I did not know that. I'm going to switch his position to the 4. So I'm assuming he's going to be our starting power forward now, I could imagine. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize he was at the 3 before. But yeah, like, we broke the wins record last season. We somehow lost. I still can't believe that. How do we beat the Cavs the year before? And I don't even think the Cavs improved their team either, which is, like, even crazier. Which, granted, I mean, we were in a 9-man rotation, but, like, we broke the wins record in a 9-man rotation. Like, there's just no reason we should have lost that series, but, you know, is what it is. It's a new year. This should be a championship year for us. We have 3 90-plus overalls in this starting lineup. Like, there's just no reason we shouldn't win a championship. Jason Tatum and Luka Doncic both had really low shot tendencies, so I just bumped that up. So I feel like that's going to help us out a lot this season if both those guys are scoring the ball a lot more. And all right, here at the trade deadline, we are currently 47-5. So yeah, kind of the same situation as last year. Really no reason to make any trades. We'll just go to the end of the season and we'll see how the team's doing. Also, we will re-sign Gary Harris before the end of the season. We're locked into giving him a 3-year deal. No idea as to why, but he will accept. Also, Joel Embiid is ready to add 3 more years. I guess we're locked into just giving 3-year deals. Joel Embiid will accept that. Also, TJ McConnell will take a team-friendly minimum contract, and so will Richaun Holmes. And alright, it's time to see, will we break the wins record? We have to win out if we want to break the wins record in back-to-back. Okay, we lose to the Raptors. Of course we do. After beating them 134, and we lose again. Okay, so Jokic wins MVP, LaMelo Ball Rookie of the Year. And yeah, despite going 73-9, no Executive of the Year for me. Ben Simmons and Luka both all NBA 3rd team. And now this is the first year of the play-in tournament, so we'll see who we're facing off in round 1. So it will be the Wizards, John Wall, Bradley Beal, RJ Barrett. Well, they have no center. Joel Embiid's going to average 90 points a game this series. We should win this in a sweep, which, I mean, I did say the same thing last year in the conference finals, but, you know, we all know how that went. And we do sweep them here, though. And thank goodness it wasn't the Raptors that won, because we would have probably lost that series. But yeah, it'll be the Bulls for like the 10th year in a row that we face off in the playoffs with. Bam is up to an 84, but I don't think that'll be enough. I think we're just going to steamroll through this Eastern Conference up until, I guess, if we take on the Cavs, which actually, no, the Cavs lost in round 1. So we're taking on either the Hawks with Jokic or the Nets with Russ. And it will be the Nets with Russ. And they also have Otto Porter. Is that new, or did they have him before? No, they just traded for him. So that is new for the team, but still, I think we're a lot better. Well, I mean, we do have Ben Simmons, but they have Jaden McDaniels, so that is concerning. But we'll see about game 1. It will go to us. Game 2. Go to us. Game 3. They take a game. Okay. 3-1, don't blow the lead. We close out the series and we head on to the finals, taking on the Grizzlies. So Timberwolves legend Mike Conley is here along with Marc Gasol. Pascal Siakam, wasn't he on the Raptors? Yeah, I guess the Raptors just let him walk in free agency. Okay, that's definitely interesting. James Wiseman is over there as well. We're a lot better than this team, which granted, we were a lot better than the Jazz and we still lost to them. So we'll see about game 1. We'll go to us. Game 2. We'll go to us. Game 3. Are we going to sweep the Grizzlies here? Okay, gentlemen sweep, 4-1, series win. We take our first championship. LeBron, we're good. Ben Simmons has won Finals MVP, averaging a double-double. I feel like we're kind of 2 years overdue with this championship, but I mean, we got our first one. We'll run it back one more season. We'll see if this team can go back-to-back, and also we'll see if we can break the wins record. And Andrew Bogut will retire after winning the championship. Yeah, for some reason, I always have like a million second-round picks, so I'll see if I can do anything with them. Okay, well, I got the 15th pick by trading my first and all of those second-round picks. We'll see. I mean, Jonathan Kuminga, I mean, why not? I guess we'll draft him. The team player options, we will be accepting all of these. Qualifying offers, Jason Tatum. I believe he's our only free agent. I could be mistaken. Well, no, I'm pretty sure he is our only free agent. Well, also Corey Joseph. But because Jalen Brunson is a 79 overall, we really don't need him anymore. But we don't have enough hard cap to sign Jason Tatum, so we're just going to have to wait for someone else to sign him, and then we'll match the offer so we can bring him back. And really, nobody wants to give him a real offer. Okay, well, I'm going to trade Richaun Holmes and TJ McConnell for draft capital because I want to see if that will free up enough hard cap room, which also I saw Nerlens Noel, the guy who won Finals MVP after beating us. That's so frustrating, man. But yeah, I want to see, can I just get a draft pick from like any team? We'll do this trade with the Hornets here because I want to see if this opens up any hard cap room. Okay, I don't really care enough. We'll just do this 2023 first. Okay, we get that. So we will be able to re-sign Jason Tatum, even though it's not like we're going 5 more years or anything like that, but I mean, we're still able to bring him back. And we also signed the guy who has never missed a mid-range in his entire career, and we'll also pick up J.R. Smith. But around the league, pretty much everyone's just re-signing to their spots. Yeah, I don't think anyone else has switched teams. Actually, no, Bam went from the Bulls to the Thunder, so that is new. But Luka is now the highest rated player on this team, getting up to a 94 overall. But Jahlil Okafor regresses? Goodness gracious, man. But yeah, heading into the final season of this rebuild, this is what the team is looking like. We have 490 overalls in the starting lineup, which also, I was thinking about this just now. I have not traded for a single player this entire rebuild, which is kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, this could be a really good chance to go 82-0. Like, I mean, I could trade for someone to make this bench even better, to try and like increase our chances of going 82-0, or also I could go down to like an 8-man rotation, but you know, I'm not going to do that. I think if we can't go 82-0 with a 9-man rotation, then, you know, I don't feel like we should go 82-0. But yeah, I'm not going to mess with the roster or anything. I'll just head straight to the end of the season. And with the season over, Luka Doncic will be taking home the MVP award. But Cat averaging 30 and 17 wins Defensive Player of the Year. How did he not win MVP? I don't understand this. We've had Anthony Davis averaging 30, not winning MVP, and Cat averaging 30 and 17. That's ridiculous. But yeah, we went 76 and 6. Honestly, I wasn't even paying attention. But we broke our own wins record, and I feel like we should win the championship this year. I would be pretty surprised if we didn't. We take on the Nets in round 1, and I'm confident enough to just go through the series, and we take the sweep. So the Hawks have DeAndre Ayton and Nikola Jokic. Did I just miss this? Or no, Ayton's already been on the Hawks. I just didn't know about that part. I mean, yeah, the Hawks like aren't bad, but I feel like we're just so much better. And yeah, it looks like we are going to get the sweep done, and now we take on the Celtics here, who have Lonzo Ball at a 91 overall, Jaylen Brown 93 overall. I feel like this is another situation where, you know, this is a good team, but, you know, we're just a lot better. In game 1, it will go to us. Game 2, it will go to us. Game 3, we'll go to them. All right, what about game 4? 3-1 series, don't blow the lead. We go on to the finals, taking on the Grizzlies, James Wiseman, Conference Finals MVP, along with Ben Simmons. So we beat the Grizzlies last year, and was TJ Warren here last year? He was not. So he's a new addition. I don't think he'll be enough, though. Was Lonnie Walker on the team last? Yeah, he was. Okay. But yeah, I don't think the addition of TJ Warren is enough. I feel like this is still our series to win, and we'll go through and we go back to back. This time Joel Embiid wins Finals MVP. But yeah, with that being said, that is going to be the end of the rebuild of the Philadelphia 76ers in the process era. Okay, I had to do it. I did one more year just for fun. We ended up losing just one game in the playoffs, but Ben Simmons did win Rookie of the Year. He did win Rookie of the Year, but he won Finals MVP here. Also, We broke the wins record. Again, we went 77-5. But also the hard cap is like really messing this team up, so there's really no way I could do another season or anything like that. But yeah, that's going to be it. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching the video all the way through. I really appreciate that. And if you enjoyed this one, I do have a ton of other rebuild content up on my channel, so you can feel free to check that out. But yeah, that is all I have for you all today. Thank you all so much for watching. This was a really fun one to do, and we made a really good team, and we really didn't even do anything all that crazy to do it. It was mostly just building through the draft, aside from Gary Harris, of course. But yeah, that's all I have for you all today. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see y'all next time.